friends, it's Quimby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. Welcome back for another Friday night, live at 5 reseller community night. Each Friday on the channel, I do a live video and resellers from all over the country come together for the live chat and we talk all about reselling online. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. We have such a great community at these reseller community nights. I've been reselling for 10 years, almost 11. I started on eBay. I also sell on Poshmark, Etsy, Thredup, and now I've been selling on Whatnot, which is live auctions, kind of like this video, kind of like the live chat we have here, where there's a live chat, and I'm also selling things. So it's super fun. Be sure to catch us over there. If you show up to the Whatnot Lives, you will see a lot of our same friends and community over there. So it's been really fun. And I appreciate anyone who's come over to support me over on Whatnot. That has been a blast. It's Friday, August 12th, 2022, when I'm filming this. So happy Friday, friends. I see some friends starting to come in. I have a few things to talk about, but I'd love to hear from you, sort of a check-in about how is reselling going for you? How is your reselling business going? What are you working on? Are you sourcing a lot? Are you trying to work on your death pile? Are you photographing? Are you buying any inventory wholesale or on Thredup? Are you going thrifting? Give me kind of a check-in about your life as a reseller right now. What are you working on? What's going well? Are you having any challenges or struggles? Is there anything new? The community is always here to answer any questions for you, to support you in any way that we can. It's just such a great group of people. I wanted to start out, I know I'm a week late to the game, but changes to Poshmark. Has anyone tried the brand new feature as of last week, which is Poshmark sharing? With the click of one button, you can now share your entire closet. What does this mean for you? Have you used it yet? Are you happy with the rollout of this feature? In my opinion, at first I'm like, oh my God, this is fantastic. We've been waiting. Instead of clicking share each individual Poshmark listing, you can do the whole thing. So I was super excited, but then I'm like, oh wait, I still have to go over there like 3 to 5 times a day and press the button. Am I going to do it? I currently use a sharing service where I just schedule it. I don't have to think about it. So I'm curious what you guys think. Let me say hi to some friends. Poshmark bulk sharing. What do you think? Let me say hi to some friends in the chat. And then as usual, I have some things to talk about. I always bring some ideas and topics, but I really want to hear what's going on with you. Where are you at with reselling things? What's happening in your business? How can we help you? What questions do you have? Let's do it. This is from Lisette from earlier in the day in the #1 spot. Hi, happy Friday, beautiful people. I pray you're all well. Love and miss you, Quimby. I know I miss everybody. Hi, Mo. Good evening, everyone. Just listing as usual. So do you use this time, this hour that we're on the live, to do your listing so we can keep you company? Oh, I do just want to say I've been having weird computer issues all day. So if for some reason it freezes up or I get kicked off, I'll try and get back on and do the best I can. But for some reason, it's been kind of weird. My internet's usually really good. I think there's something going on with my computer. It might be that I dropped my computer and I'm in denial that I may have hurt my laptop. I'm just trying to move forward. But hi, Misty McIntyre. Hello, all. Happy Friday. Cynthia, my friend Cynthia, I get to see you so soon. I missed you on Whatnot yesterday. There's never a requirement for anyone to show up on Whatnot. I never expect you to come here every week to this live or to Whatnot. But some people come all the time, and then when they're not there, I'm like, where are they? I kind of miss them. So I've been seeing Cynthia a lot on Whatnot. So I was like, where was she yesterday? Hey, Jess over at Gorgeous. How's it going? Megan Eco-Friendly Savers here saying happy Friday. But Babette, I've done some Whatnot auctions, and I tried to do some on the evening because you said you can really only do the evening since you work during the day. So if you ever want to pop over, I've been doing evenings now, and a lot of people just come and hang out in the chat, and that's perfectly fine. Here's Barbara saying, hi, all. listing like mad. Are you really? How are sales going for you guys? I mean, I sell on eBay, Posh, Thredup, Etsy, all that, whatnot. But there's other platforms like Mercari, Depop, Facebook, Marketplace. How are sales? I'm having trouble consistently listing because that was what I was all about before whatnot. I got down, I had a goal of 5 a day every day. I saw a 32% increase in my eBay sales consistently. And then I was moving up to like 7 a day. My goal was to get to 10, but then whatnot's thrown everything off and I'm not listing every day. I'd love to hear what you guys think about all that. Hey, Julie Gardner, greetings from the Midwest, halfway between Chicago and Des Moines. I'm finally starting to see some sales on eBay and Poshmark after a few months of nothing. Do you guys have that same experience? Let me know. Hey, Barbara, another Barbara and one busy mama. And there's Babette saying Poshmark bulk sharing. I don't know if it's going to be everything I thought it was. I really do appreciate you, Poshmark, for hearing us and coming up with something. But I don't want to have to go over there 5 times a day and hit share because I'm doing other things. Hi, Raquel. She says, hello, Quemby and friends. She got her picture up there. Hi, Rhonda Creek. Great to see you. Happy Friday, everyone. Jeannie is here. Hello, I like the idea of the sharing. Not you still have to scroll. I use a sharing service and I have it scheduled. That's my exact thought, Jeannie. I'm like, yes. Wait a sec. What am I going to do? Like set a timer or write it down? Just remember to go over there a bunch of times during the day. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm really glad we're moving in the right direction, Posh, but hi, Anu Dawn. Great to see you over here too. Hi, Quemby and friends. She's got some puppy emojis. Hey, Kelwell. Hello from Canada. I just love listening to your conversations. Fantastic. Welcome. We have a few international friends. Kelly's here. Hi, Quemby. Hello, all. I liked your last shoe haul video, Kelly, of course. If you're new to this video, in the beginning, I just go down and say hi to everyone, welcome everyone in, and we look for topics from the chat. So if there's something you want to make sure we address that we want to talk about, be sure to put it in the comments. Jensing89, Poshmark has been insane for me starting August 1st. Insane, like lots of good sales? Huh. Oh my gosh, Barbara Babash says I sold 22 items today. Whoa, on Posh? Is Posh like picking up? Okay, I think I said hi, so let's see. If I missed you saying hi, please leave another comment because I like to welcome everybody in. So if I'm reading this right, it sounds like people are starting to see a lot of good sales again on Poshmark and eBay. Let's see what we've got here. Babette says, having trouble juggling full-time job, part-time reselling, live-in mom had COVID. It's been rough listening consistently. Oh my gosh, I hear you. I can totally relate. I also have a full-time job and this is my part-time, although I don't know, the hour ratio changes a lot for me over the summer, where I get a lot more reselling time. It's probably about to change because school's back in session here already. I totally hear you, Babette. It's like, how do we do it all? One thing I always appreciate about this reselling hustle gig is that you can step back and pull back when things go on in your life. Like, it's like, oh, wait, there's stuff going on with my mom, or there's stuff going on with my health, or with somebody in my family. I can't list as consistently, and that's okay. You know, you have a lot of control where a lot of other jobs, you have to show up every day. You have to go to the meetings. You have to show up and, punch your time card or whatever, regardless of what's going on in your life. But I've always really appreciated the flexibility that reselling allows, where it's like, hey, stuff going on in your family, you're not going to list consistently. That's okay. When you can again, you will, and things will pick up. Right? Kelly says, great whatnot show yesterday, Quemby. We were prepping dinner and dining, listening to your show. I'm keeping you and your husband company. I got to see Kelly's husband for the first time on Whatnot when you did your first kind of show that didn't go. And she's like, isn't he handsome? And we're all like, yes, he is. I hadn't seen him. Like, I'd seen your mom in some YouTube videos, but I hadn't seen your husband. So that was cool. I feel like I know you guys even more now. I've been having so much fun on Whatnot. I can't even. It's like this, but you get to have clothes and look at the clothes and talk about the clothes and sell the clothes. It's really great. You know, I am learning a lot. Like some shows have done really well, some not as well. Like I don't know if it's the time of day. I don't know. I think I've got the same quality of items each time. So I don't really know. I'm still like learning, like, what's this going to be? What's my strategy? If any of you guys have figured out a Whatnot strategy, a live sale strategy, I'd love to hear what you think it is. Like, what are you selling for what? Like, what are you putting in the show? What are you not? Like, I'm really struggling to kind of figure that out in a good way. It's good growing pains. Jeannie says eBay has been busy. Everything else is slow. And one busy mama says, my sales are very slow. Unsure why. I'm listing consistently. And Kelly says sales have improved in August. So here we are, August 12th. And a few people sounds like they're saying that. And Mo says, sales are slow in my Posh, going to my local consignment store. Oh, to sell over there? It's a good idea. I have not researched consignment stores and like taking stuff there. I'm still sending a bunch to Thredup. I just sent 2 huge 30-pound boxes to Thredup. For me, this summer has been a lot about like dealing with my stuff. Like I was buying so many wholesale boxes from Jomar, and I was earning credit as an affiliate when Jomar was around. So I'd use my credit to get stuff. So I had boxes and boxes of stuff coming, and, you know, it really got away from me. I just had more stuff. And I was just constantly sending things to Thredup, listing things, donating things. And I'm trying to like pare down the inventory, and I'm having a lot of success with that. Whatnot's really helping too, just like moving stuff along. Thriftable says, yes, insane, good. Okay, good sales. Barbara said, I wish Poshmark would remove our sold listing. No one wants to look at items already sold. Oh, really? I never thought about that. You mean you'd prefer if they just weren't all down on the bottom of your closet way down there? Or I like to search solds. So like what sold, and sometimes I don't know what you'll think of this, but if I'm on a Posher's closet and say I'm really interested in this Lucky Brand embroidered top and they have it listed for $29.99, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go down to their solds and I'll be like, well, what are they selling things for really? Like their prices seem a little high, but what are they actually selling things for? And then it helps me decide what I'm going to offer. Because I'm like, if they're selling most things for $10, I'm going to offer $10. If they're selling things and they're getting their prices, I'm going to be like, I use that to determine what I'm going to offer, if I'm going to offer. So I find it a little bit helpful, but I can see why you wouldn't like it too. Hi, Melanie. Happy Friday, everyone. Enjoying the cooler evening here in NC. Oh, good. Hey, Mari. Great to see you. You're not even late. We've only been going 13 minutes. Oh, Mickle Pickle made it in. How are things going? How's baby and family and changes to the business? Let me see if anyone else came in. Andrea's Accents is with us. I noticed I hardly ever sell tops. Thinking about selling to Thredup for the first time. OMG. I think tops are some of my best sellers. I could scroll down and see on my solds. I just think tops are easier for people to purchase and know whether they're going to fit than like jeans or bottoms. On Whatnot, I noticed like bottoms are very hard to sell. Tops go like crazy. If you decide to sell on Thredup, I have 2 videos. One is like how to pack a box and get everything ready, do's and don'ts. And the other one is like a follow-up a few months later, like what I've learned. So I think that those are really, really helpful. In the beginning, there's a lot there's a lot to learn. You don't just send the stuff in and set it and forget it. You know, there's stuff you have to do. I'm just doing a quick scroll, like top, dress, pants, top, dress, top, pants, robe, pants, shoes. I mean, it's a real mix, but I'm definitely selling a lot of tops. Tops and dresses, I guess right now on eBay anyway. My first kind of quick look. Let's see what else is happening down here. Hey, Becky Sue, welcome in. Hi, all. Happy Friday. Okay, let's read some more of these comments. Thank you for the comments. It really gets the show, like, you guys are directing what we can talk about. It's really helpful for me. You've got ideas. Kelly says, I don't like that the Posh bulk share requires us to solve CAPTCHAs. Oh my God, those annoy me so badly. I also don't want to have to keep Posh open while sharing my big closet. I will keep paying a service to share for me. You know, I'm really glad you said that, Kelly, because I'm trying to figure out what to do myself. Like, I heard, okay, so I hear, oh my gosh, finally, one click, share your whole closet. We've all been waiting for this, asking for it, waiting. Fantastic. Then I'm like, oh, wait. I have to go over there and click it. How likely am I? Because I have another job. I see clients during the day. Like, how likely am I to 4 or 5 times a day go over there and hit the button? I probably still need to pay for a sharing service, even though they're doing bulk sharing. If I was a full-time reseller, maybe I'd say, hey, but it's only like $25 a month for a sharing service. So I think I'm going to keep mine too, even though it seems a little silly now, but it also makes sense that I'm not going to go over there and hit the button. I think if you have someone who will share, like in your family, or if you have a virtual assistant or something, super easy now. But as a one-woman show over here, no, I'm not going to do it. Let me see if I missed anything here. I really like hearing you guys, what you think about that. The lazy reseller. I have expanded where I'm selling. Facebook Marketplace, the Real, and pop-up consignments, but my best is Poshmark. What's a pop-up consignment? Are you doing mostly, I know you are huge on shoes. Are you doing mostly jewelry right now? Curious to know. Thriftable said, I've been selling a lot of bags, tanks, and sweaters in August. I was wondering what you guys think about that. Like, hey, Leslie, I was wondering, at what point in your reselling business do you start moving into like fall? Like, okay, it's fall now. Like, I'm only listing fall, or I'm focusing on that. I'm only sourcing fall. I noticed, like, as someone who's been selling on Whatnot, doing the live shows, I'm like, is it time to shift into like sweaters? And or do people just want to, because a lot of resellers are on Whatnot buying for their business, for personal too, but you know, you buy a few things to flip and a few things for yourself. It's like, do people want sweaters now? Like, it is so, today it was almost 90 degrees here in Northern California. I'm like, I cannot even think about these sweaters. Like, no, I'm still, and it's going to be for at least another 6-8 weeks here. September's awfully warm. So when do you guys start saying, okay, I'm going to shift? A new Dawn said, Thredup will not give me labels. A little frustrating. Guess I need to wait. I've been sending to the Real now instead. Oh, keep me posted. I've still never done that. I've still never sent to the Real. I guess in my thinking, I'm thinking, well, if it's good enough to send to the Real, that's the stuff I want to be listing myself. Like, I'm really, because of the introduction for many of us of Whatnot live auctions, I'm really reevaluating, what am I going to list myself? What am I going to send to Thredup for consignment? What am I going to put in my Whatnot shows? And what am I going to take the time to list on eBay and Poshmark myself? If any of you guys have kind of figured that out, I'd be curious to know, because I'm still a little bit like, wait, what am I doing? You know, because the entrance of a new platform, an entirely new way of selling, and an entirely new platform makes everything questionable. Like, do I want to put my best stuff in my Whatnot auctions, or do I want to list the best stuff myself? You know, I'm still sending things to Thredup that I don't want to deal with. I don't want to list myself, and I don't think they'd be popular for me on Whatnot, like career wear, trousers, smaller sizes, or just brands that maybe people don't appreciate that much or no. Like I sent off 2 30-pound boxes to Thredup, you guys. Just yesterday. That's a lot of inventory. And I found like the cool stuff I want to sell myself and whatnot that I really like and I want to like share with people that I'm excited about. And then the other stuff, you know, I'm just sending to Thredup, try and earn some money for some rescue box. But Beth says tops are definitely my best category on eBay. What do you think are your best selling tops, Babette? Like, is it a style for you? Is it certain brands? What do you guys notice is selling now for brands and styles and stuff? Because it changes. You know, like what is selling really well for you? What are you keeping your eye out for? Thriftable says, I'm keeping the sharing service, but using the bulk share when I have extra time. That makes sense. Like if you're on there, why not? Hey, Kim, Qwerty Plop. Hi, y'all. Happy Friday. What is everyone's thoughts on putting your closet on vacation mode if you're going out of town for a week? I'd love to hear what other people think. For me, I choose to put it on vacation. eBay's different than Posh, though, because Posh is not so strict about like a timeline for shipping things. But I personally just don't feel comfortable. Well, there's 2 reasons. I don't feel comfortable making someone wait 7 days. I'm okay if they wait like 3 or something. And also, when I go on vacation nowadays, I want to actually have a vacation. Like, I need a break. I don't want to have to be checking my phone, so I'm on vacay. It depends what kind of trip. Like, are you going to Mexico to sit by the pool to relax, or is it like a family trip where you're going to have time to be on the devices? When I go on vacation, I want to get off the devices. I need that break, and I don't want to be checking. Hey, did I sell anything? Oh, I better message everyone on Posh who bought something just to make sure they understood that I was away for 7 days. Like, I don't want to do that work on vacation. So I guess it depends what kind of vacation you're talking about. Hi, Grace. Hello, all. Super late. You're only 20 minutes late. You're good. I hope your week's going well. How's your week going? All right, let's get back up here. Rhonda Creek says, my sharing service also relists things for me. Yeah, there's sharing. Some people just get the sharing, but a lot of times these services, whether you use Prime Lister, Posh or VA, Vendu, like they have other like delete and relist or cross posting too. So I guess it depends. Oh, good. Mickle Pickle Meredith says, baby is good. Just packaged my first 2 boxes to Thredup. Haven't sent them anything in a year. Oh, wowzer. You know what I finally did? Thank you, Kelly Schaffner. Kelly Schaffner said, oh, Quemby, did you know on Thredup, you can print your label, put it on the box, and then there's a button there that says request a pickup with the USPS. And I didn't even know that was there. And then my USPS is not reliable. Like I go to the post office almost every day because they don't always show up. If I request through the USPS for a package pickup, sometimes they don't even show up. But with the Thredup, I think it's because Thredup, this business, is requesting it. They show up. So I was lugging those 30-pound boxes to my car, to the place. Like it was a drag. So now they're actually coming. It's not as fast. If you want Thredup to get your box fastest, take it to a FedEx drop-off location. But if you don't care if they don't get it for a week, 10 days, just have USPS come get it. What else do you friends have to say? Barbara Riff, if you bulk share, does it share sold listings too or just available listings? I don't know. I assume it's just available, but has anyone like checked that to see? I don't know if it matters. Do you think? Babette says, I bulk share on my tablet and no CAPTCHA and it works great. I can share morning, dinner time, and at a 10 p.m. party, which is better than I could do on my own before. I haven't paid for a sharing service. Yeah, that sounds great. Like if you've got a routine and it works, like, hey, all I have to do now is go over there, bulk share. That's fantastic. I just think I get so busy. And I have so many different things going. I just don't trust myself to know that I'll go over there and do it a number of times a day, which is kind of what you need to do to be competitive. Let's see what I missed up here. Let's see. Megan says sales are the same for me. June was my slow month. I'm curious to see if third and fourth quarter pick up now that I sell clothing. Oh yeah, fourth quarter. You'll hear us all start talking about fourth quarter. It's usually the biggest sales. Mari says, my sales went down this month. Last month I did great. August has been slow. You know, I mean, the bottom line is, it's like for some people it's slow, for some people there always seems to be a little bit of this fluctuation, but I do think things will really start to pick up post-summer. Historically, they always have. So I think it'll happen again. I'm wondering how much Whatnot will be affecting sites like Poshmark and eBay. I mean, when I'm over there, and there's a lot of sellers over there now, people are saying like, I haven't listed on Poshmark in 2 months. I haven't listed, and maybe that'll benefit people that are still consistently listing on Posh and eBay. Maybe they'll get more sales, but I think a lot of people are not doing as much and not as consistently. Kelly's sales have improved in August. Ginseng 89 sales. So I kind of don't even want to look because I know my sales are down and I know exactly why. I have not been consistently listing because I'm using my time on Whatnot. You know, it takes time to select items for a show. I always do a photo. The reason I do a photo is because I put it under my lights and I'm really hoping that I'm not sending out any flawed items. It makes me super nervous on Whatnot when people are like, hey, this is fresh from the bins. Let me sell it to you. They haven't checked it. Maybe when they go to pack it up, they'll catch a flaw, but I catch a flaw when it's under my lights and when I'm doing measurements and stuff. Those are the times that I tend to catch things, and I really don't want to send people flawed stuff. Their return policy is not very good. So, you know, it takes time, and I'm using kind of my extra time doing that. I listed 3 items on eBay today. That's great. The day before I didn't list. The day before I did 5 because I really do want to keep eBay going, but I know it has gone down for me because I'm not consistently listing. Did I say hi to Jennifer? Hello all, frequent viewer too, often miss the lives. I'm so glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about you if you're still here, Jennifer. Like, where do you mostly sell? What do you sell? A little bit about you. Where are you in the country? One busy mama said, I use Flip to crosswise and share, but not offers. Very glitch with offers to me. Yeah, Flip apparently is a free service, and I have not looked into it enough. Mo says Smart Wool sells in a day usually. Do you find it a lot where you are, Mo? In New Mexico, is there a lot of Smart Wool? Here, I do not find it. There's a lot of like hiking, camping, activewear brands here, but it doesn't get cold enough most of the time for people to want like Smart Wool. Like someone might have some Smart Wool socks or maybe a little base layer, but it's not something I find. My guess is people like on the East Coast where it gets seriously cold, I bet they find it more. Thriftable said, I'm doing curated shows on Whatnot. So for an athletic show, I might have some higher end pieces and some lower end. Yeah, I've done a mature women's show, and then I've mostly just been doing boho shows with all sorts of stuff mixed in, but because like that's a lot of what I have because it's like what I'm drawn to, like those colors, embroidery, lace, crochet, linen. That's like what I am drawn to. So I have a lot of that in each show. So I've just been calling them boho California shows, but there's like a little bit of everything in there. I haven't done an athletic wear show. A New Dawn said activewear brands seem to sell best for me on eBay. I'm kind of phasing out selling on Mercari. I'm not on Posh. Oh, that's good to know. What activewear brands do you like to sell over there? I have so much activewear. I should probably do an activewear Whatnot show, but because I have like a ton listed and a big box of activewear, I guess the truth is I don't love activewear as much. Like I'm not as excited about it, so I'm afraid I'll do a show and it'll just be like, hey, these are cool leggings. And that's like all I'll be able to say because, you know, how much can you say about the leggings? Like they have a mesh panel. I can throw a few pieces in, but I don't know, I'm having so much fun over there on Whatnot, enjoying myself. So I want to keep doing things that I'm really enjoying. Like, I love the pieces I put in the show, most of them. I'm like, this is why I chose this piece for you guys. So I'm just not into activewear, and I have a lot of it. Certain pieces, like Free People Movement, I like a lot of the Fabletics. They make a lot of fun stuff, but I'm just not super into it. Are you guys? Jeannie says, I focus on summer during May and June, but I list sweaters and jackets all year. Since I'm in Alaska, where are you and what is it like? And are you in a big area? Like, is there a lot of thrift stores? Hey, Alana. Is there thrifting? Like, where are you and what? I'm so curious about that. Tell us a little bit more. Do you have to order wholesale up there, or can you like source there? Alana has made it in. Alana, it's been so fun to see you here and on Whatnot. But Beth said, okay, I was asking her what brands of the tops. J. Jill, Chico's Talbots, Lane, and Plus Size. Had my first global shipping sale this week. $3 turned into $90 on a Nilly Loughton top. I'm not familiar with that brand. Good job. Yeah, on eBay, just all you have to do is sign up, opt into the global shipping program, and then you can sell internationally easily. It's so easy. You just ship it to their global shipping center in Kentucky. So you just print a label, send it off, and then eBay handles it from there. I probably make 1 or 2 international sales a month, but those people pay. They pay a lot for shipping, and it's usually nicer items. And there are certain brands that tend to like usually go international for me. So those are my favorite, like J. Jill, Chico's Talbots. I always say this, you guys, those are the brands that I just flip, $15 to $30 consistently, reliably. I can find them in the thrift stores. I can, flip them pretty easily. So they're just like my great bread and butter sales. Thriftable said there's no package pickup in my neighborhood. Oh, I would love it. I would love it if every day, I pretty much have packages going out every day, especially with Whatnot now, because it takes me like 2-3 days to do the shipping. And I could have a bin out there and they could pick up every day, but they just don't show up. I think what I need to do is keep track of when I request it, whether they show up or not, keep notes, and then go down to the main post office and try and talk to someone. Be like, why aren't they doing it? So Grace says, I used to cook for a gentleman that is moving, and he gave me all his Patagonia fleece jackets and canvas jackets, etc. Very grateful. However, they all smell like old musty closets. Any advice? Wow. OMG. It's like I had 2 friends this summer. They must have been cleaning out this summer. I had 2 friends say, hey, can I leave some clothes on your porch? One of them left like 4 trash bags. It was mostly Old Navy, Gap, so nothing crazy, but some nice J. Crew, and I'll figure out what to do with it. A few American Eagle jeans. This one woman, I have videos about this one, dropped a box off. It blew my mind. Anthropology, Nude Tags, Veronica Beard, Tracy Reese I've never even found. So I am so grateful. I really wish there was a way that could happen more for me. It's very rare, and I don't get it because I have a lot of women friends. They shop, they clean out their closet. Why aren't they thinking of me? Maybe I need to put out an email or something like, hey, I can pick it up. I can bring to Goodwill anything I can't use. And it's hit or miss. I had one woman donate, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, and it was so much work, and there wasn't a lot in there I could sell. So it is hit or miss, but Patagonia. Did anyone else answer Grace's questions? Grace said, I've vinegar washed and aired outside and they still smell. Vinegar wash? What's that about? I'd be afraid they'd smell like vinegar. Melanie says you can use the filter to remove sold before sharing. Oh, I thought she was going to answer the cleaning question because I saw the word filter. Okay. That's for Poshmark sharing. I don't have like a really great answer, Grace, but whenever I have like cigarette smoke or something like that, I live in California. I just put it outside in the sun. I just lay it out on my porch or in the back in the sun for a day or two and just let it kind of like bake out in the sunshine. That's worked really well for me. Okay, let me see. Hey, Christy Blocker. Hey, family, I'm finally approved on Whatnot. Yay, yay. Come find me over there, Christy. And that's amazing. That's amazing. When are you going to do your first show? What's your show going to be? Let's find each other. I have a lot of tips. I mean, I'm not like an expert. I've had like 6 or 8 shows or something, but just in case anyone's, in my humble opinion on Whatnot, before you do your first show, get over there and make sure you have a bunch of followers. Just engage in the chat, meet people, chat, get people to follow you, because then they'll get a notification when you go live. I think it's really hard to get on there without building a community first and do a show and have people. Now you've got a really good, Christy Blocker has a really good community of friends already from Instagram and stuff, so maybe they'll all show up, but that's my 2 cents. Let me see if I missed anything down here. Christy's saying thank you because everyone wanted to congratulate with you. I love this community. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Hey, Bernadine. My kid's bus driver dropped off clothes for me yesterday. I was so excited and thankful. I love it. I love it because then your cost of goods is 0. So it's like, you know, that's amazing. Alana said, some people just aren't nice that way. I asked my niece what she does with her clothes when she's done, and she just muttered something and walked away. How old is she? Is she like a teen or a young adult? Sounds like a little bit of a teen attitude. I don't know. I don't have a great way to ask, or there's just this awkwardness because the thing that happens, I've noticed, is most people believe their used clothes are worth a lot. So maybe they went to J. Jill and they actually went to the store and they bought that shirt for $139. Or if it was on sale, they bought it for $65. They wore it for a year or so. Now they're ready to pass it on. They think they're going to give it to you and you're going to make like $35, $40. And that's just not true. You're probably going to make 15 or 20. And so I think people might have a hard time giving us things for free, thinking we're going to like make all this money and they're not going to make it or something, like, because a couple people that have over the years offered me stuff, they then are like, oh, well, will you keep me posted and let you know what you made on that? Or, oh my gosh, you're going to make so much on that. And I'm like, you know, it's a little bit of a delicate situation. So I think it has to be handled with care. Like on Kelly's video recently, Kelly was sharing that her sister tells people at work, like, hey, my sister Kelly has this business, and if you're getting rid of stuff, donate it to her. So I think having that intermediary person is probably really helpful. I think that's a great way to do it. I don't know. Do you guys have tips? Like, how do you say it in a way, or how do you make contacts, or how has it worked for you getting donations for people? Like when my friend dropped off that stuff for me, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I just emailed her a $25 Starbucks gift card. I'm sure I'll make the $25 back. But when I'm thinking about it, it's a lot of stuff that's going to be a little challenging to sell. But anyway, it's like, then maybe they feel a little more good about it. And I feel like I'm doing that whole karma thing where it's like, hey, what you put out, you get back, you know. So I wanted her to feel appreciated, you know. So what do you guys think about how do you do it? Hey, Alba. Castell's Posh Closet. Hello, all. Just got home. Happy Friday. There's a lot of people talking about applying to Whatnot, getting approved for the first time. Leslie's with us. How did your show go last night, Leslie? It was a weird, little bit of a weird, oh, she was 38, Alana? Oh, I don't know what it was about. I thought it was maybe teenage attitude. Last night was a little bit of a weird Whatnot show. I am having the best time. What I care most about is that people show up. We follow each other. We build community. People are nice and supportive. I think Thursdays are or at least that Thursday is a hard time to do a show. I think it's a lot more competitive. Apparently there was some famous person on I had the best time. It was not my best like sales show. I appreciate anyone who hangs out there. I appreciate anyone who's in the chat, anyone who purchases from me, but I'm trying to learn. Like I made like almost half what I usually make on last night's show. And I'm like, well, what's that about? So there's a whole huge learning thing, but I'm having a great time and I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone so, so much. Hi, Robin. I had a Vero on eBay. I could not send Calvin Klein and Marc Jacobs. They said I couldn't send them international. So they removed them and said I could relist them, but not international. Wow, that's new to me. That is new to me. I don't know whether I've ever had an international sale for Calvin Klein or Marc Jacobs. That is interesting. Well, that's good for people to know. I mean, so you can relist them, but not international. I've never even heard that. Wow, live and learn. Oh, people are still talking about how to get the musty smell out. Mo says, I have put a jacket in the freezer to help the smell. I read it online to help with cigarette. I've heard that for cigarette smoke. I've never had to use it. I've always just done the outdoor in the sun thing, and it's worked really well for me. Jeannie said, I'm in Kenai. We have 5 or so thrifts in my area. Oh, great. I drive to Anchorage for Goodwill. I'm flying to Seattle at the end of the month to go to the bins for the first time. OMG, will you please keep me posted? I'm meeting Cynthia and whoever else wants to meet us at the Sacramento, California bins on Industrial on September. I keep messing this up. I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd, the first Saturday. I'll probably be at the Sacramento bins from like 11 to 6 closing. So anyone's welcome to meet us. I am so ready for a bins trip. I am so, so ready for a bins trip. This is just my moment to get on my soapbox and say, Goodwill, you've lost your minds. Like, I've shopped at Goodwill. I've bought things. I've made money. I appreciate Goodwill, but the pricing at Goodwill has gotten crazy. It's just crazy. It's always been very high where I am, but I can't tell you how many Instagram posts, how many social media stuff I'm seeing of people shopping at Goodwill, and they just keep jacking up the prices, and then they price everything up with little tags. Insane, like insane. It bothers me for me as a reseller selfishly, but also for other people in there. Like my mom's a senior. She goes in there. She wants to get herself some stuff. $12.50 for a J. Crew top. You've got it marked up. I mean, you guys know I'm all about keeping it grateful and positive. And sometimes the truth just needs to be spoken. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but it makes me not want to support Goodwill. I don't have a ton of thrift stores. I'm trying to do Salvation Army. I'm trying to do church. Every once in a while, there's this one really good Goodwill. It's huge, and I find awesome stuff. It's $10 a dress. It just upsets me. Like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? Like, okay. The prices I'm seeing are insane. All right. Maybe it's awesome where you are. Let me know if it's different where you guys are. I would love to know. A little vodka in the laundry, a little for me. Is this to get like the musty smells out, you guys? That's funny. I have not tried the vodka. I don't even have vodka in the house. Christy said, I'm following you, and I've been following a lot of people. My GFS girlfriend, maybe? My girlfriend's mom gave me like 30 bags of clothing. Lots of Old Navy, Ashley Stewart, New York Company, and handbags. Wow, that's a great place. Well, I guess it depends. Like that, when my friend dropped off stuff, it was mostly like Old Navy. I love Old Navy, and I wear Old Navy. I love the styles. It's not a super amazing seller for me on Whatnot. Like I do think that some people think, I'm just going to go on Whatnot and get rid of everything, get rid of my death pile. But you have to realize that people, they want to buy good stuff, especially right now, because it's mostly resellers over there. And, you know, it can be challenging to sell. I wonder doing bundles maybe. I don't know. Leslie said, I'm having fun, just finding where I fit in. I can complain. I'm humbled that everyone shows up. I'm going to have 2 DIY shows a week. Yeah, that's amazing. Me too. I love your attitude as usual about it. Yeah, and that's for me too. Like, sometimes I make a lot more money. Sometimes I make a lot less money, but people are showing up and we're having fun and I'm having a great time and I'm moving stuff. It's a really, really, really positive experience for me. You know how we all talk about the community on this live? Some of us have been coming for like 2 years to this reseller community night, and it's super supportive when we get to know each other. That's what I see on Whatnot. Not everywhere. Not everywhere. I have seen a little bit of the dark side that is very cliquey. And I have certain people gossip and talk trash over there. Yeah. But for the most part, it reminds me of this live. You know, people just showing up, supporting each other, being nice. Oh yeah, a new Dawn said, Post Malone was on Thursday, challenged a person TI game of Magic for $100. I didn't even know who Post Malone was, but note to self, Quemby, don't do a live at the same time Post Malone is doing a live, because it's crazy. Like, and you can't get on your computer. So there were people that wanted to come to my live who didn't know, like, when it's super busy because there's a famous person on, they shut off access on your laptop or computer. You can only get on your phone, desktop. And I'm like, oh, okay. Live and learn over there, ladies. Live and learn. What's happening? Let me see, a new Dawn. Let me look up here. Did you say? I'm trying to look to see. Anyway, that's what you think was happening. Leave it again because I don't see it. It's passed by. But someone was saying that someone leaves stuff. Oh, Thriftable. People in my neighborhood just leave clothes on the curb. I usually just send them to Thredup. They aren't usually high quality clothes. Yeah, I did drive by, like, there's this house that was for sale, blah, blah, blah. It just said free stuff on the lawn. It was like, and I got there, it had been well picked over. But there was just a tarp on the lawn with tons of free stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I'll stop. Torvald was not happy. He's like, Mom, let's go. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is free stuff. So I looked through. I mean, there was a few things worth taking, mostly like some men's Marmot jeans, couple pairs. There was some good stuff, but it was not in good shape, like some Patagonia, but it wasn't worth reselling. I got some linens. I got a few clothing items. I love stuff like that. I will just pull right over on the road. I love the free stuff. Jeannie Nichols going to the bins. I can't wait for you to tell us how it is. Yeah, Grace. Mo has a relative named Grace, and Grace says, that's awesome. Raquel, are you coming? Are you able to come and meet us again? Last time, it was like, I'm trying to go every 3 months, like every quarter, to the Sacramento bins. Last time Raquel was there, and Guerra Thrift Jessica, and Cynthia. And Cynthia, what's your good friend's name there? She was only there for a little while, but another friend. We'll see who comes this time. I'm just happy to show up and thrift and have fun. And it's like, I've sold a lot of that bin stuff. And it's like, my cost of goods is around $1 an item. So for Whatnot and stuff, that's what I need to be doing. Like, I've been wanting to thrift, and I'm like, well, Quemby, like, I can't spend $6-10 an item and flip it on Whatnot. Not really. So I have to figure out the strategy around that. Yeah, a new Dawn says Goodwill prices are a little nuts. Thriftable said, okay, I went to the Goodwill and the prices went back down again. I just got some Todd shoes for $5.99. That's good for me to hear. Like, if you guys are having some positive experiences, I'm totally open to hearing those too. I do appreciate Goodwill, and I'll probably end up shopping there because there's some good stuff. But when I get something at the Goodwill for $10, I need to like be able to flip it for 35 minimum, 40. So I'm getting dresses, stuff like that. But it's hard. They're nuts. MI says, hi, Quemby. Their prices are ridiculous. Mo says, our bins bite here. Not good at all. Have you given the bins, like, have you gone, Mo, like a few times? I'll tell you, like, if I had based the bins on like my first time, I probably never would have gone back. Like, at my bins locally here, there are good bins days and there are bad bins days. So you do have to give it a little bit of a shot, but you probably have, and not all bins are great. Not all bins are great. Kelly said, are there any clothes at the Albuquerque bins, Mo? I miss the old bins, even with only 4 clothing bins. My bins closed down, Sonoma County bins. I call every month or so, and they say the exact same thing. Yeah, we're working on it. Yep, it's going to reopen. It has been since March. When did the pandemic start? 2 years ago, March. I don't know. Maybe they're not going to open. I took it for granted. I didn't go to the bins all that often. I just went sometimes. I don't think I was reselling as much. I don't know. Because it's not like, my bins are not like Cynthia's bins in Sacramento. Those are chill. They're cleanish. They're nice. People like don't care what you're doing. It's nice. You can have your cart next to you. My bins were rough. But it was still good for me to have gone there because you can't beat the cost of goods. Cynthia, thank you, Cynthia. Saturday, September 3rd at the West Sacramento Goodwill outlet for fun and a casual meetup. Hi, Cindy. Formerly Cindy Light, and now you're Cindy G. Did something happen we should know about? You got it already, Barbara? I received my Whatnot bundle from you at the Grateful Queen. Oh my gosh, I hope you like things. I had such a fun time. I appreciate you shopping. And do you like your new bag? Like, Barbara got a Coach bag, and I was wondering if she was getting it to resell or keep. I think for a pre-owned bag, that one was in really good shape with the Papa Red. Loved it. I hope you like it. Robin says, our Goodwill is high here in Florida too, and they still do the color tags on Mondays. Thank God. And maybe that's another reason I'm a little salty on the Goodwill. Like, fine, you're charging a lot, but they also have 0 color tag sales. So no 50% off, no 99-cent day, no sales, period, across the board in my county at Goodwill. Like, what? If your Goodwill price is high, but they have half off day, you might actually benefit. Because no one wants to buy it for $12.99. You can scoop in there and get it for $6 or something. One busy mama said they're pricing up at Goodwill, but they do miss things that should be priced up. Oh, I totally agree. And when I find a prized item, I think a spotlight shines and the music plays and I hear applause. Yes. I totally know what you're talking about. I saw some shoes sell on Whatnot for $80K. Jeez, God, I'm in the wrong. I apparently should be selling sneakers and vintage t-shirts. People sell these vintage t-shirts for hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, flipping my Free People dress for $10, Shauna, thank you. Shayna, right? Thank you so much. I might need a reminder. I really try with the names. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. I love Santa Fe, Kelly. I would love to go to Santa Fe. Go back to the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum. I'm such a huge fan. Oh, I can't wait to see you at the bins. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. It's like I think about the bins. Like, we get so, and you know what, Cynthia? I know the lunch thing keeps getting all messed up. I don't know if that's going to work because we have different people and everyone's doing their thing and some have cars. And we went to this little Mexican place. Like, to me, it looked like hole in the wall, like nothing around. It was so good. We got these fish tacos. It might be that I was starving and dehydrated. They brought me this huge icy cup of water and I got like some fish tacos and we're like, we need to go there again. It was so good. We usually peel out for lunch at some point. Thank you. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, you guys. That really does help. A lot of my good friends are here and I do have to just say to you guys, I'm in a little bit of I don't know what with YouTube right now. Like, I'm very excited. I'm like just a handful of subscribers away from 5K. So that is something to definitely celebrate. I feel really good about that. I'm proud of it. And at the same time, this is the slowest YouTube has been for me since like the beginning. Like in terms of views and comments, and people aren't watching as much. And it makes me go, what should I do? Like, do I just keep showing up and putting out videos and getting like half the views? Do I take a break? Do I just do the live? Do I not do the live? Like, I think everything's in a little bit of flux. if you guys have feedback for me, and if you feel more comfortable leaving it for me privately in an Instagram message, I'm at The Grateful Queen on Instagram, or at Gmail, The Grateful Queen. I'm kind of like thinking, like, I don't want to give up. I've worked really hard to get to where I am. And yet it feels sort of like, oh, people aren't watching. And I assume it's because of this whole Whatnot thing. I know I'm on Whatnot. I'm on Whatnot more than I'm on YouTube. I might watch 2 YouTube videos a day instead of having it on in the background all the time. I have Whatnot on in the background a lot. But, you know, as a creator on Whatnot, it makes me question what I'm doing and what my next steps are and what I need to do. I did 2 lives on Whatnot this week, and I'm doing this. So in 1 week, that's 3 lives a week. I mean, so if you have feedback or thoughts, I'd be very open to hearing it. If you want to share with me privately, like why you're not watching as much YouTube, or, you know, I'd just like to know. Or if it's a specific thing, like a content thing, like, hey, I don't like this content anymore, let me know so that I can help figure out, you know, what my next steps are. I'd appreciate that. Cynthia said, yes to the hole in the wall Mexican place. We will figure it out. Yeah, we got to communicate better. Mo said, I'll Instagram you my information. A New Dawn, do you have an Instagram? Christy said, I haven't been to my Goodwill lately to see if they still have color day and half off. I mean, it was January. It's been years. And I kept thinking they'll bring it back because the Goodwill is so packed. Like, you can barely move things through the rack. They'll definitely, and they haven't brought it back. I don't know what it's about. Yay, you guys might meet up. Kelly might meet up with Mo and A New Dawn. Oh my God, make a video about it. Or some pictures on Instagram. I'm so jealous. I want to meet up with all you guys. But Bet, you have to get an account on Whatnot. I have a link down in the description. Click the link, make an account. They'll give you $10 credit. $10, that can buy you 1 or 2 items on Whatnot because people start it pretty cheap over there. So come and do it. Barbara says, I love the Coach bag, but I'm keeping it. Yes. I love that you're keeping it. That was one of my absolute faves with that Papa red, the patent leather red. Oh, so good. So classy. All right, friends, I'm going to wrap up. I know Petey's going to be home soon with dinner. Alana said people are using Whatnot like YouTube. They have shows there where they aren't selling. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. I think it's the new YouTube reseller TV, people call it. I'm over there too. I'm watching, but what I notice is I'll watch a few and then I'm like, oh, I do want to go watch a YouTube video because it's very different, and maybe it'll all level out and maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be like YouTube dies off in a certain way for resellers. I don't know exactly. I'm just going to kind of follow it along and see, but if you guys have thoughts, I'd be very open to hearing the thoughts. Christy said, It's Bossy is having a sale at 9 on Whatnot tonight. Ooh, that's late. What, California time? One busy mama. I plan to fly to California in October with my 81-year-old mom. Oh, it's delayed. Yeah, if you come to California is huge. California is huge. So I don't know where in California. I'm in Northern California, but we can do some sort of meetup, thrift meetup. That'd be awesome. Okay, friends, I really appreciate all of you for being here. 42 friends. Before you leave, if you could hit the thumbs up, that would help me and my channel. If you want a little more Quemby time and you're feeling generous, please go watch some of the videos that have not been watched. It might help inspire me to keep making the content. Keep your eye out for me on Whatnot because I'll probably do at least 1 show this week, if not 2. And it's just like this, except there's clothes. You don't have to buy. Use my link if you want $10 credit. But you don't have to buy. Just come hang out in the chat. That's fantastic too. And I hope you all have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon, friends. Bye.